babes, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe, and please don't forget to click on that bell so you're constantly notified when I post a new video. So before I get into this video today, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by M.A.C Cosmetics, so thank you, M.A.C, for working with us. Anyway, so let's get into this video. So basically this video today is basically a hack video that I personally love to use on myself, and I'm gonna kind of expand on the reason why I love doing this hacks. So for my first hack is basically taking my foundation, and I'm going to be using the Studio Fix foundation in the shade NW55. That is my shade, and I'm taking that to clean off my eyebrows. As you guys may know or may not know, I don't have any eyebrow hair. Like, I am completely browless. So basically I do have to draw in my brows, and for it to show I have to go ahead and use like either a concealer, but most of the time like the concealer just gives me that halo on my brows, aka Instagram girls brows, but we don't want that. So instead of using a concealer, I like to use my foundation, because that just blends in with my skin, and it's just super easy to blend out than using a concealer. Good. So for our next hack is basically preventing your makeup from rubbing off on your nose, especially if you have oily skin. You know the struggle. Okay, so basically I'm going to be taking the Painterly Paint Pot by M.A.C, and this is basically eyeshadow base, but it is actually really good for preventing oiliness. So you can go ahead and apply it on your nose and anywhere else that you get really oily, that you feel like your makeup fades really fast or starts to rub off. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my nose, and then I'm gonna blend it out and just kind of let it sit for a little bit, just to kind of dry up before you go in with your foundation. And again, I'm gonna go in with my Studio Fix foundation, and then you can just go ahead from there and do the rest of your makeup. But I have some more hacks under my sleeve, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve those. So for our next hack is basically adding more coverage to our foundation. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna use the Studio Fix foundation. This foundation I feel like is medium to full coverage, so you definitely can build it up, but because due to my scar, I really like my foundation to be full coverage. I don't like to see like the darkness of my scar seeping through from my foundation. So as you guys can see, one layer of this foundation, it covers pretty well, but I like them full coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my foundation, and I'm taking this tiny bit, literally that is all you need, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take my matching powder, and I'm gonna take a spoolie and scrape some of that powder to like a powdery form instead of like the compact. And then I'm gonna mix that in with my foundation, and just make sure everything is like mixed well. There's no like air bubble, whatever, not air bubble, but like, you know, chunks of like powder. Anyway, so I use that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to my face. As you guys can see, like the coverage is already sickening, like it's freaking full coverage. And also this is pretty matte, so if you do have oily skin, this is actually going to be a very nice trick to use to keep your face looking super fresh and flawless all day long. And on top of that, you're not using too much foundation, because literally that is all you need for your whole face. So as you guys can see, absolutely beautiful, and I love this trick because it doesn't change the shade or the undertones of the foundation. So for our last hack is basically not highlighting, but basically lightening your brows, so you do not have to go get some crazy eyebrow pencil, especially if it doesn't show up. I have to use a dark pencil just to get it to show up on my skin due to my scar. So basically, when I do want a lighter eyebrows, I just take my foundation, and again I take my spoolie, kind of rub it off on it, and then I brush it into my brows, and this instantly lighten up my brows, and this actually lasts so long. If you want, you can go ahead and use a powder, but I love using the brows because I feel like it really blends in and makes it look more of like a hair texture with my actual eyebrows. So yeah, this is how I basically lighten up my brows. As you guys can see, I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can see the difference, and I just absolutely love how my eyebrows look. So basically, you are done, and now you want to go ahead and set your whole face because you apply that foundation with powder, and you just want everything to melt in together. So I'm going to be using my Studio Fix setting spray all over my face, and this really just gives my face a really nice glow and dewy looking, but without actually looking oily or feeling oily. So on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and take gold deposit and apply it on the highest part of my cheekbones, on a bit on my forehead, and on the center of my nose. So guys, basically this is the hack. I hope it was helpful. I hope you try it and you like it, and if you do, please let me know in the comments down below, and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to always be your own kind of beautiful. Bye.